Good morning, everyone who's out there watching, following along. Just want to say that today is day 16 reflection, and I'll be reflecting on my lesson that I taught on Monday about the battles of Lexington and Concord. So, battles of Lexington and Concord, very, very important battle. For me and my curriculum is extremely important because this is the spark of the Revolutionary War. This is going to bring everything to a boiling point, as I like to say in class. In the past, I have done some lessons where I've taken my students outside and we have practiced guerrilla warfare tactics and Napoleonic warfare tactics as well. So we've gone outside and have demonstrated that. They were used at the battles of Lexington and Concord. Really cool, really exciting. I love doing that. Sometimes we even get the drone involved if we can, so we can do an overhead view of the battle. That might be in the future this year, but as of late, eastern side of the U.S. is full of rain, and everything is very, let's say, I don't know, swampy. Hey, Dylan. One of my students just checked in, Dylan. So, yeah, not exactly the best conditions for going outside and doing that. So, I had to do what I had to do and, do a lesson inside my classroom. Battle of Lexington and Concord, tough sell for the students. So it's got to be something that I can get them involved with and hopefully help them develop a skill or a set of skills. Like I said, the content is very important, extremely important, but if I can sell the students on skill development, something that's very important for them in life, then it'll be something that's meaningful to them. It's something that they'll be more involved with. So for this one, we're going to focus on creating an Adobe Spark page, and this was going to be student independent exploratory learning, and they were going to create a finished product at the end. It wasn't going to be me talking. It wasn't going to be me involved in the process and giving them the answers. And like I told them at the beginning of the year, that's not how it's going to be in my class. So that was what it was on Monday. Just to kind of take you through what happened, what you haven't seen, maybe a little behind the scenes stuff. The students were introduced to the topic by together, all of us as a class, taking a look at the orders that Thomas Gage gave the British Redcoats. As a primary source, we took a look at various aspects of it. We focused on what was to be accomplished. And then at the end, which I really liked, is that we took a look at a part where it specifically stated something not to do, and that was not to bother the colonists' private property or do not plunder. We looked up that word as well. So we kind of had an idea of what was supposed to be accomplished. And then it was up to the students to fill in the rest, what actually did happen during that process. So to take you through key points would be the students creating an Adobe Spark page. The way I sell this to them is that this is a presentation skill. You don't have to go with the old plain, boring, ordinary PowerPoint. You can use Adobe Spark page, which I really like. I enjoy that one, especially the Glide Show feature. You can put pictures in, you can put audio in, video, and the background as well, but then it glides, as it says, Glide Show. It glides through the process as you're going through. I just think it looks more visually appealing to me. It's almost like creating a website too. There's a lot of things you can do with that because you generate a link at the end too. So there's many important parts to this that I think are important for them as a different way to express their learning, demonstrate, or get their points across. So then after that, they're going to be cut loose and do some independent work. They're going to have to take a look at a secondary source to generate 3 facts of who was involved, what happened, and why. And then after that, they were going to find their own video, informational video on the internet, and develop two questions based on that. And then finally, the last part of it was to take a look at 6 various primary sources about the event, what eyewitnesses saw that happened at Lexington and Concord, colonist perspective, Minutemen, and then also we had the British Redcoat perspective as well. And the students had to pick which they felt was probably closest to what they learned about, and then write a one paragraph summary on it. So definitely, there's a regular lesson. Not the, oh my gosh, so exciting, I'm going outside and doing a paper ball battle or doing guerrilla warfare tactics, but value in it. So one thing I did struggle with yesterday, sorry, Monday. One thing I did struggle with Monday was, a good amount of my students were struggling with some of the questions, or struggling with what to do with the process, where to find things. And I make it very simple by putting everything on Schoology, and I put it in folders that are in order. And I noticed that a lot of students were asking questions about, what do I do next? What do I do here? And I wouldn't say giving them the answers to what to do next, but I was kind of baby them a little bit more than I wanted to, I guess you would say, or I was giving them too much information in regards to that, where I should have been directing them to the folder and saying, you try first and then I'll help you afterwards. Or one of my favorite teachers in the world, Mrs. King, a science teacher, my BFF at school, she says, ask three, then me. Ask three other students, and then come to me if your question is not answered. So I definitely should have done something along the line of that, and that is something that I'm going to work on, especially when we're coming up on this trial where they're going to be doing a lot of independent work, independent research, etc. So today I'm going to try to check in with students and their work to see if they want to show the YouTube world what exactly they've been working on, and kind of give a walk through themselves of what they've learned and maybe any value they've seen in it. All right, thanks, and have a great and wonderful day.